weekday, we talk about human invention and creativity in science, technology, and the arts. We talk about all the drama and intrigue, insight and personal conviction that constantly bubble just below the surface of a world built by human hands. We honor complexity at the same time we keep things understandable. Do join me. We'll have a lot of fun together.
Weekdays at 5:45 on KSJE.
Hello again. There's nothing like a live concert to bring out the best in musicians, largely because they know there's an audience a few feet away taking in every note and expressing their approval. We'll hear from Goodman, Ellington, Kenton, and several others as they perform on stage. Tune in, go swinging down the lane with David Miller.
Saturdays at 7 on KSJE Farmington.
Make each day a learning experience with the Academic Minute and join us as we discover cutting-edge research from colleges and universities around the world. Tune in to broaden your understanding of the past and be the first to learn how today's innovations will transform our tomorrow. From the latest breakthrough in green technology to the discovery of humanity's oldest tools, you'll find it all on the Academic Minute.
Listen every weekday afternoon during the KSJE Evening News at 5:30. This program is supported by MyLabs, patient-ordered testing. San Juan Regional Medical Center is expanding its services to offer low-cost blood screenings year-round. Now offering walk-in convenience to get the blood tests you want when you want them. MyLabs, patient-ordered testing, is available at the hospital's laboratory and the Outpatient Diagnostic Center on 30th Street in Farmington. With nearly 20 tests available, there's an option for everyone. MyLabs, patient-ordered testing, a wellness service of San Juan Regional Medical Center. "15 minutes past 8 o'clock. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Michlin, and thank you for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM and 90.9 HD. A special good morning also to our viewers who are now watching us live on the KSJE Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Coming up in just a moment, my guest this morning from Farmington Municipal Schools, Superintendent Dr. Eugene Schmidt, is here this morning. Also joining us will be Andrea Garcia. She is the principal of the Farmington Preschool Academies, and we'll talk more about that new name for some of you in just a moment with my guests. But first, a couple of reminders for you coming up later on this hour. It's our weekly trip to the Encouragement Lab with Communications Professor Dr. Mike Hadaba. We'll check in with him from the Encouragement Lab today about 8:55. Roving with the Arts with Mick Hess follows this program on the radio at 9 a.m. Today, Mick is playing for us some music from Vivaldi. It is the Autumn Concerto from the Four Seasons. That's very perfect for the weather we're having, so that's coming up today at 9. And our local and regional author program today at 10:30, right on Four Corners with Tracy Hales-Vass. And today, Tracy's guest is author Larry Killam. He'll be talking about the book he wrote about his perfectionist father. So tune in for that coming up today at 10:30 right here on KSJE. You can always check out our programming schedule, of course, by going to our website at ksje.com. And by the way, that's also where you'll find our regional events calendar at ksje.com. And for our video viewers this morning, I'm showing you what the calendar looks like, of course, and there are some events we want to remind you about. Auditions for the 5th Annual San Juan County's Got Talent program continue. That is part of the San Juan County Partnership fundraiser, and they are still looking for acts to be on the show in October. So contact them. Find more details on our website, ksje.com. Appreciating the music of the San Juan Symphony, a class here at San Juan College at the Learning Center happening this week as well, so check that out. Teen Casino Night on September 28th at the Sycamore Park Community Center, something to check out as well. And our movie night here at San Juan College on September 28th, The Incredibles 2. Also this Saturday, the 29th, don't forget about the Race to Educate. That is an event with the Farmington Municipal Schools, benefiting, of course, the Foundation for Educational Excellence. And that event also on our regional events calendar at ksje.com. So speaking of Farmington schools, it's a good time to introduce my guests who are here in the studio with me this morning. Welcoming back to the visual radio studios of KSJE, Superintendent Dr. Eugene Schmidt is here. Dr. Schmidt, good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Four Corners.
Good to have you with us again this morning. And also Andrea Garcia is here, as I mentioned. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Scott.
thank you for being here as well. And we appreciate both of you coming in this morning. And Dr. Schmidt, you brought Andrea Garcia to talk a little bit about preschool today.
Yes, I'm very proud of the leadership we have of our preschool program, and I brought Principal Garcia today to talk a little bit about a recent name change that we're celebrating, as well as the fact that she and her program was a recipient of a $150,000 grant from preschool to expand our programs. And so Ms. Garcia is here today to share thoughts and look for teachers and look for kids.
All right. You have some job openings, I understand, with your program, correct?
Yes, I do, Scott. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You bet.
To be here. We have 2 preschool programs within the municipal school district. There are 2 different groups. One is housed at Farmington Preschool Academy East. That used to be Farmington Special Preschool. We did have a name change. That site serves students who have been identified as having a special education need, as well as students who are typically developing. And then we also have our Farmington Preschool Academies West and South. And those have a program, a New Mexico Pre-K 4-year-old program for students who are going to be 4 throughout that year before. They have to be 4 by October 31st so that they can qualify for that 1-year program before they go to kindergarten. Those sites used to be called New Mexico Preschool at Kate and Esperanza Preschool. We want to make sure that we always provide students with the best possible early learning foundation to make sure they get what they need for the strong foundation for when they go into kindergarten. Right.
And talk to me a bit about the benefits of the preschool program. And we were hearing a lot of school districts doing this. Farmington, of course, has been doing it for quite a while. Aztec just started, I think, this academic year. There's a lot of talk throughout our state about maybe preschool or pre-K for everybody and being able to fund that and pay for that. How do we do that? So talk to me a little bit about your thoughts on why it's so very important for kids these days.
Well, everybody is having a stronger emphasis on learning, and it's almost like what used to be kindergarten is now what's important at preschool level. And we want to make sure that every child has access to that learning. We have many students who have never been in any program whatsoever. Our preschool program at the one site started 31 years ago.
Okay, wow.
And then
right.
We had gone on with the New Mexico Pre-K program starting in 2012. The funding for that comes through the New Mexico Pre-K grant at the state level through the New Mexico Public Education Department. The emphasis is on social learning skills, on pre-academic skills, anything that we can do to get them to be kindergarten ready.
Got you. And so a lot of folks listening may be thinking, well, I didn't go to preschool when I was a little kid, and so why would my kids have to go or should go to a preschool situation? I mean, things have changed in education in the last 20, 30 years. They
have, and that's one of the challenges we have is to get the mind shift from school starts at kindergarten. School starts, learning starts at birth. Families are their best and first educators of their kids. The structure and the routine that early learning provides really helps children get used to what the rigors of kindergarten are going to expect. It helps them get their interactions with peers more acceptable socially. They just, no matter what kids are working on, their social skills, everybody needs that at every level.
Sure,
you know,
right.
Starting with that foundation. I think a lot of families are good and they're best teachers. Some families may not have the opportunities to have some of the early learning skills given to their kids. And we just want to make sure that we reach out to all those families wherever they are in the Four Corners area and make sure they have that access. Because all Four Corners preschool and districts have these preschools. So no matter where you live in the Four Corners area, Aztec, Shiprock, Central Consolidated, or Bloomfield, everyone has these opportunities.
Okay. Doesn't just have to be in the Farmington district is
right,
what you're saying.
Right.
And they're available. And so folks are listening and they're thinking, well, maybe my child needs to be in a preschool. Is it too late to get them in this fall?
It's never too late. We take students all year long at all 3 schools. Right now we have about 45 openings. We just had gotten a grant for 50 more slots at the 4-year-old program, but even though the other site has 3 to 5 year olds, we have openings all year long. So we really want to make sure that the public knows that they can come anytime. They can call either 599-8744, or they can go to one of the preschools where the secretary is there at 301 North Court, and she would be able to give that information, the enrollment process. We would love to see anybody from age 3 to 5 be able to be served. You
can help them. And some of the things that I learned that maybe is what's covered in preschool that you might not even been thinking about, but if a child is at home and they maybe have some play dates and things like that, but they maybe haven't learned how to stand in line or wait their turn or some of these things that they need to be able to do before they get to kindergarten to have that successful experience at the kindergarten level.
Right. And we have a lot of opportunities with our curriculum that we provide. We teach a phonics course. We have a social emotional curriculum. A lot of just the pre-skills that the students will really benefit from going into kindergarten.
Very good. Dr. Schmidt, let me turn to you a little bit about the addition of preschool and how necessary it is for a child's overall educational success in the Farmington School District and any other for that matter. But I mean, it is something that maybe people are thinking about, that seems like kids are getting more of an education or need to be in educational situations longer to have a more successful outcome. Is that what the research shows?
Yes, and first let me compliment and congratulate the work that Principal Garcia and her staff are doing. One of the stories that she didn't tell is how actively she is working to engage parents in the learning. We do applaud the work that the parents do at home, but we are helping to guide them with even more purposeful and targeted ways of working with children as an extension of the school day. So your comment about really preschool experience is something that I would hope all Farmington families would aspire, whether it be private, for pay, or at the school. But get your child a learning experience, and so they learn to have that socialization that you were speaking to a moment ago, that when you enter kindergarten as reading ready, that you know your basic colors and some numbers and things. I wanted to have Principal Garcia say all those things you're used to learn in kindergarten, for the rest of your life. Now a lot of that is happening in preschool, and just getting along and learning how to play with others is an important skill. You talked about lining up, the importance of just learning some social norms in a larger group are important as a life skill for kids. And so I really do want to appreciate the work that she's doing. I am also appreciative of the fact that she's on a continuous learning journey for her school. She is bringing in Advanced Ed Accreditation. It's an international benchmarking group that will be visiting her school October 14th to 17th. So 7 outsiders are coming in to peek into her preschool world to try and understand how we engage kids in that early learning experience. So I'm really proud of the leadership that she is giving, trying to make Farmington schools the best that we can be. So well done on that one.
And that's important, Andrea Garcia, is it not, to have standards and quality if a parent is choosing a place for their child for preschool? We
do. We have the standards that are set by the New Mexico Pre-K program. It's called Focus. It's a tiered program that ensures quality about it. Regulates the staff development, what is required of the program, and then also the developmental levels of the students. One of those requirements, like Dr. Schmidt said, is family engagement. We're required at least 90 family engagement hours per year to work with the families in various ways, bringing them in, having family curriculum Mondays, which we have, bringing the folks in to talk about the early learning guidelines. We equate that to the Common Core standards, but at the preschool level it's called early learning guidelines. And there are essential indicators about what students need to know at every developmental level in 7 different domains. So there's rigor there, absolutely. And so any family wanting to be a part of their child's education can come in and have that expectation that they will have a quality regulated program.
And as Dr. Schmidt mentioned, then working with the parents so that the education doesn't just stop when they leave preschool, but can continue at home and be reinforced at home, right?
Right. And we want to make sure that those families get a good first experience with the schools and get that engagement then, so that they can, as they go in through elementary schools and middle schools, keep that engagement with their kids and their families at the school level, so that the children know that their families are a partner with the schools, and that will help ensure that success.
Very good. My guest this morning from the Farmington Municipal School District. We're going to take a short break, everyone, but when we come back, more with my guests in just a moment. We're going to be sharing some photos from some recent events in the school district, like some very exciting ribbon cuttings at the new Farmington High School, of course, and some of the work from McCormick Elementary School. That and much more, though, when we come back with my guests in just a moment right here on KSJE. The time is 8:28. This program on KSJE is supported by Citizens Trust and Investment Corporation, providing a competent, innovative, and caring team of professionals to serve wealth management, trust administration, employee benefit plans, retirement planning, and estate settlement needs. Find out more about Citizens Trust and Investment Corporation at 505-599-0181.